Welcome to Conflict Havoc number 2. I'm your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf, and this is the final video of the day. This is a video about our Commander-in-Chief, Felon 47. So here's how this works, y'all. If you didn't watch Meet the Press last night or yesterday, he ain't doing good, yo. And I don't give a fuck about his health-wise and everything. His mental capacity is long gone. And I made a video yesterday on how I would be fired day one from being a news reporter. And I, shout out to Kristen Walker and everyone else because of the simple fact that I could never be the president because I don't believe in lying. And I could also not be the president because people aren't going to like me. I don't think that we should hide anything from anybody. I think that if you're going to dealing with people's lives, and people are going to be in danger, and America is going to be in danger, the American citizens should be the first to know that I fucked up. No. Instead of like me signing into law that your children are going to be drafted. And this is what's going to happen. First, this is the representation of the American flag. So, let's fold it. This is not how you actually do it, but there will be a triangle fold in another. Well, I fucked that up. There will be a triangle fold. I did it wrong. Let's try it the right way now. They will triangle fold your child's flag. So the first triangle will be like that. Alright? Second triangle will be kind of like that. Then there'll be another triangle. And then there'll be another. That's totally wrong. There'll be another triangle. No. Until you get to the last triangle. And then this triangle, which is totally wrong. Tuck it in here. And they're going to take this little flag and hand it to you after they bury your child in Arlington. Barron ain't going. Your kids are. If this war doesn't end before 2027, your kids will be drafted. If they're 18 to 25 years old, their future is probably going to be war. Now, I will state this. Y'all don't have to like me, but I'm going to state it because it's true. You voted for it. You're going to own that. And you're going to own it when your kid is dead. You're going to own it when your little girl is now a little mama at 14 because him and everybody in his administration is pushing for the age of consent in 50 states to be 14. And you guys can go Google the age of consent in almost every state is between 16 and 18 years old. That's a fact. Between 16 and 18 years old is the age of consent. And whether you like it or not, that's the way it is. Age of consent is between 16 and 18 years old. Now, legally, at 18, as a woman, as a man, you are legally allowed to have sex with whoever you want. At 16, depending on your state, you are legally allowed to have sex with whoever you want, except people over 18. Let me hook my phone up real quick so that we can confirm that shit. Why is it when I need this phone to do something, you gotta be a dick? What is the legal age of sex in Virginia for consent?
18. According to Alexandria, the VA Gov. The legal age of consent in Virginia is 18, and if it is found that a sexual act has occurred between a minor and an 18-year-old, the defendant could be prosecuted for statutory rape.
Now, what year did it go up? Because in the 90s, the age of consent was 16 in Virginia. So, what year did it go up to 18?
The legal age of consent in Virginia has been 18 for many years. The state does have some specific laws that create overlapping rules, but the general age is 18. For legal advice, consult a professional.
That's currently. Now, back when I was, see, it says minors age 15, 16, 17, where the laws recognize exceptions, often referred as Romeo and Juliet laws. It is legal. It is legal. That shouldn't be illegal, but it says it's legal. Laws. It is legal for minors in the age bracket to engage in consensual sexual activities with each other, provided the age gap is relatively close. That's why it's 16. Children under 15, a minor who is under the age of 15 cannot legally consent to sexual activities with anyone, including other minors. Alright? Now, this is in Virginia. Explain the exact penalties in the different age brackets, adults versus minors. Provide comparison, however, to the neighboring state of Maryland or D.C. handle age consents different. Let me know if you would like to narrow down the legal information of specific scenarios. Yes, I would like to legal down the whatever the hell that shit says. You got it. Let's drop the complicated legal text to the state and penalty. Alright, so, in the age of Virginia, it did not actually change going up during the 90s. That's a lie, but okay. The law has worked in the same way for a very long time. 18 is the official age. 16-year-olds can be together without breaking the law. I was 16 in the 90s, so maybe I'm the confused one, but it's right there. Anyway, because of the overlap, it is incredibly common for people to remember it as 16, even though the official baseline number on paper is 18. Now you see where I fucked up at. If you want to shift gears, I can look into other states to handle this topic. Change such as completely in other historical legal you have. Let me know what you would like to explore. I would like to explore the age of consent in every state, because 18 should be the legal age, but the government has been trying to lower the age to 14 in certain states as of Trump's second term. No federal, state, or entity is trying to lower. That's bullshit. Literally seen that shit. Okay, so it says the viral rumor of Trump administration or states' governments is trying to lower the sexual age of consent in marriage to the age of 14 is completely false. Again, bullshit. I literally seen the meetings on TikTok about that shit. In independent fact-checking and organization and snoops of non-perishable legal advocate groups, I can't even pronounce that, THAIR Justice Center confirms the rumors originated from the internet confusion over the complicated difference in pieces. It definitely was on the internet. Where the age of 14 rumors came from. They're covering some shit up. I just want y'all to know that before I read this. The rumors started after the introduction of a federal bill concerning the District of Columbia called H.R. 5140. The actual bill legislation lowers the age in which a minor can be tried as an adult for committing a violent crime. Murder, armed robbery, 15 down to 14. That's only a third of it. The internet confusion, social media users misread the lowering of the age of criminal prosecution for 14-year-olds as falsely circulated to attempt to lower the age of consent for sex and marriage, which also bullshit, because I literally seen the meeting on the TikToks and other social platforms where they have been saying they want to lower the age of consent so that 14-year-old girls can marry old ass men. I remember I watched the shit. Just want to point that out because this is clearly covering that shit up or putting the spin on it. The reality is nationwide legislators tend to be moving exact opposite direction. States have been actively raising their age and limits, closing the loophole of the intent. Oklahoma raised its age of consent to 16 from 16 to 18, and dozens of states have recently passed laws to ban child marriages exponentially. That's not how it was last year. That's not how it was last year. I just want to point that out. The current age of consent by state federal government does not set the ages of consent. It is strictly decided by the individual states and laws. In all 50 states, the baseline legal age strictly falls between 16 and 18. Goes back to what I said, right? Before I clicked on Google and it said it was 18 and always been 18. Now, 16 to 18 is right there in black and white, y'all. Which backs up what I said when I said in Virginia it was 16. I know what I'm fucking talking about. I live in fucking Virginia. Now that we got that out the way, the baseline goes across the country around the disputes of the following. Age of 18 in 11 states: California, Florida, Kentucky, New York, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Oregon, Tennessee, Utah, Virginia, and West Virginia. Here we go. Age 17 in 6 states: Louisiana, Missouri, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, and Wyoming. Gets better. Age 16 in 33 states. Let's make sure y'all see that. 33 states. Hold on. Let me scroll back down so y'all can see 18 in my state. Alright. 11 states, 18. 6 states, 17. I know it's backwards for y'all. And now 16 in 33 states. Let's rock. The remaining states including Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Jersey, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Vermont, Washington, and Wisconsin. Now, what all these people got the age of consent at 16 in those 33 states that I just named? No. While 16 or 17 is the baseline in many areas, most states enforce and close the age of the Romeo and Juliet exception, meaning an adult cannot legally sleep with a 16-year-old, but 2 16-year-olds close in age will face no criminal penalties. If you would like to explore further, I can, in detail, specifically enclose the age, the rules, and how many children marriages laws have changed over the few years. Go with the child to adult marriage thing. I don't really give a damn about the other thing, because one, nobody should be thinking about sleeping with a fucking child in the first goddamn place unless they are fucking psycho. I'm sorry. I got young nieces, man. I'm fixing to punch some motherfuckers in the face. Alright. The landscape of child marriage in the United States has shifted rapidly in a massive wave. States have moved to ban the practice. Thank God for that. I hope you're telling the truth. Historically, nearly every state allowed minors under 18 to marry through legal loopholes. However, grassroots groups like Unchained at Last, and that other shit that I couldn't pronounce, TAHIRH, shit, I misspelled that shit, TAHIRIH, Justice Center, have pushed states to eliminate all exceptions. Alright, let's hope they get their damn job done. States of absolute bans, total of 17, have completely banned marriage under the age of 18, setting a strict, bright line floor with no zero legal expectations. In 2018, Delaware and New Jersey. In 2020, Philadelphia and Minnesota. In 2021, Rhode Island, New York. 2022, Massachusetts. In 2023, Vermont, Connecticut, and Michigan. In 2024, Washington, Virginia, and New Hampshire. In 2025, Maine, Oregon, and Missouri. And 2026, Oklahoma. Note, Washington, D.C., America Samoa, and U.S. Virgin Islands have also fully banned this practice. Remaining states, with exceptions, remaining 33 states, still allow individuals under 18 to marry under specific legal conditions, though many have passed restrictions and limited how young the child can be. 8 states have set the absolute minimum floor at the age of 17. 20 states have set the absolute minimum floor at the age of 16. 2 states have set the absolute minimum floor at the age of 15. Oh God, that's Hawaii and Kansas. That's fucked up. 3 states have the new technology, have no statutory minimum age on paper or parental consent, and a judge approval, both granted. And that's 3 states: California, Mississippi, and New Mexico. And it says technically have no statutory minimum age on paper if parental consent and judge's approval are both granted. I don't think any judge is going to sign on that. But common law loopholes. So that we're up to speed. Common law loopholes. No. Common law loopholes. In states where it remains legal for minors to allow to marry throughout the 3 primary loopholes: parental consent or legal guardian sign off the marriage license. Judicial approval. A local judge approves the union, often bypasses the standard age requirements if a pregnancy is involved. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm sorry. Emotional response. I have no idea how to say this. I'm going to spell it for y'all. Emancipation. I guess that's some kind of partition. Minor has been legally declared an emancipation. Legally declared an adult by the court. Advocates continue to push for legislation across the remaining 33 states to eliminate these expectations entirely. Well, I'm pretty sure my reaction of what the fuck is wrong with y'all should pretty much give you a baseline on the shit that I'm saying to be fucking factual. I'm gonna end this here because this shit was not a thing, and Trump started pushing it more. Y'all don't want to hear that, and I know you don't, and I really don't care. But here's the thing, man, and this is why you're gonna hate me, and I don't care. I'm gonna say what I need to say. You don't have to like it, but you can't dispute it. In 1992, this man went after a 8 to 9-year-old girl on the escalator. We got the proof. He literally laughed it off, said, "I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Why are you looking at a child and planning on dating her in 10 years? Y'all can't be seriously not thinking that there's something wrong with this person who literally looks at a fucking child. A child. Girl might be 20 times ugly when she gets up, in age. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but this man is planning on sleeping with a child in 10 years. He's going to wait 10 years for this girl to develop boobs and conscience and consent. Let that shit sink in. I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. When I'm looking at my nieces and their children, and I'm thinking, God, my niece is very cute. Look at her giving them little fucking signs, talking about my edges and shit. And she's my great niece. When I'm looking at shit like that, and then I think back to Trump and that escalator, I'm like, what man will sit back and let some old fuddy-duddy at 40 fucking 2 years old look at his daughter on the escalator and say, I'm going to be dating that in 10 years. Can you believe it? Motherfucker, my nieces are grown. My youngest niece might be like fucking 8. If I'm with her anywhere and somebody says some shit like that, I'm catching a charge. I'm sorry. It's gonna be an assault charge. Might be an attempted murder charge. She's fucking 8. Why are you looking at her in a sexual manner? No one should be looking at any child in a sexual manner. And if y'all don't agree with that, then you're fucking part of the problem. Straight up. You're part of the problem. Proof that this motherfucker's on the Epstein list is in 1996. When all the girls from these motherfucking Miss Teen beauty pageants from age fucking 14 to 19 said this man walked in, they got titties all over the place. And he's the only man allowed in there. He's coming in to inspect it, and he says the shit on Howard Stern. How much more proof do y'all need that this motherfucker's guilty of sin? This motherfucker's guilty of sin. He literally has confessed that he would be waiting for this girl for 10 fucking years to date her. He was 40-something at the time. And less than 4 years from that, that's in 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 40, 41, 42, 43. You know, hold on. I'm going to do one better. Because y'all need to be educated. How old was Donald Trump when he ran and owned the Miss Teen USA beauty pageant?
Donald Trump was around 50 years old when he bought the Miss Teen USA pageant in 1996. He was 69 when he sold it in 2015.
How old was Donald Trump when he looked at the girl on the escalator and said he'd be dating her in 10 years?
Donald Trump was 46 years old when he made that comment.
Are you sure he was 46? I thought he was younger because it was in 1992, correct? Look, I just need an answer. I don't need the fucking video. These are all videos of people that remember this shit. I don't want that. I need an answer. What year was it when he did the escalator thing, and how old was he when he did the escalator thing with the little girl where he'll be dating her in 10 years?
The incident happened in 1992.
Okay,
he was 46
92.
years old when he made the comment about dating the girl on the escalator in 10 years.
46. I'm 52. And in 1993 it was They Don't Like Indians to Me, right? Did Donald Trump claim Afro-Indigenous people were not Native Americans?
In 1993, Donald Trump testified before Congress regarding Native American gaming, and he made some controversial statements. These questioned the legitimacy and the ethnicity of tribal members.
Okay. So I was off by 1 year for the girl, but I'm on point with the Indian thing because I'm part Indian. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. I'm happy to help. If you need more assistance with planning travel or finding local restaurants, just ask.
Yeah, I don't need any more help on any of that stuff. I'm just trying to fry Donald Trump for the evil things that I believe that he's done, and you've backed me up all the way. Thank you very much.
I am programmed to offer neutral, factual information.
No shit.
I don't express opinions or take sides in political matters.
You were definitely neutral, and you gave me the facts that I needed for 1992, 1993, and 1996 on this man's age. That's all I needed. Thank you.
I'm happy I could help you find the details you needed for those years.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. To express appreciation, you could say,
we're good. Point being made. 1992. 46. 1996. Damn near 50. Looking at 14-year-old girls. But 46 looking at an 8-year-old girl. Maybe she was 9. Maybe she was 8. Hell, she could have been fucking 7. Let's ask Google one more thing. And then I'm going to end the video. Is it morally wrong for a man of 46 years of age to say he's going to be dating an 8-year-old in 10 years? Or am I just tripping?
Yes, it is morally wrong. A 46-year-old man saying he plans to date an 8-year-old, even in the future, shows a huge power imbalance, grooming, and predatory behavior.
I rest my motherfucking case for all y'all who want to defend him. And for the record, I guess I better show y'all, because telling y'all ain't never done me no goddamn good. I have a degree in police science and criminal justice. 20% of the class I spent learning about grooming. Technically, the police science is the degree. Okay? Under my government name. The certificate is criminal justice. So my dumb ass has gone to school. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm going to lose fans, and that's okay. But what I do have, which you can't take away from me, even if I lose every last one of y'all, I'll still have my honor. I brought you the fucking receipts, and that shit like that is what got my TikTok banned. Only I was talking about pretendians. The man's on the Epstein list. The blood is on his hands. Y'all support him. Y'all don't want to fucking see it. That's it. You ain't gotta like me, but you can't call me a liar. Google confirmed his ages and confirmed that I at least have a moral compass. He doesn't. And for y'all who support him, I hope your moral compass kicks in before it's your daughter who's the next Lena Medina, or before it's your son that's the next dead soldier, because Barron ain't going. And y'all kids are. Thank you for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.